recording then. Alright, cool. Here we go. You guys ready?
Yep.
I am ready.
Alright. Welcome back, everyone, to more Let's Play Crash Bandicoot 2 Cortex Strikes Back for the Sane Trilogy. My name is Nintendo Gen 64. In this part, we're going to go into the pits, and I've got CrystalFissure and Fraser returning from last part.
Hello.
Hello, friends.
It seems like we literally record these parts back to back, but it's actually been like a week since the last part, I think. Spoilers, or rather, revealing the illusion. Anyway, how are you guys going? What's happening?
I'm going not too bad. I'm pretty much the same as last week, where I am still inside because of COVID.
Well, it's funny that we're in 2022 and we're still like entertaining ourselves with indoor projects during the outbreak, the current outbreak, including the Let's Play Renaissance, which is occurring right in front of your very eyes right now. I think I haven't really like explained the Let's Play Renaissance shit anywhere, but like it's basically a really fancy way to say I'm Let's Playing again, which is obvious because I think I've uploaded like 12 videos or something already in the month of January.
I've been watching your Let's Plays back. Yeah.
It's been very entertaining, and you started again too, didn't you, Fraser?
I have started again. I got straight back into Toy Story 2. I'm not taking it all that seriously, but it's great to be back.
And CrystalFissure, you recently returned with Let's Plays again?
I'm back. You know, those things that you liked 4 years ago, back in style.
That gum you like is going to come back in style.
That's right. Like
Anyway, the
Scooby-Doo and Daxter and other obscure platformers from the 90s and 2000s.
Oh, I thought you said Dexter, as in like the TV show.
Dexter, the video game. Yeah, it's like an Ace Attorney-esque game where you've got to, you know, get away with your crimes.
Anyway, apparently I really suck at this game, which is not surprising. I need to focus. What? I think I'm playing this game too much with my like late 90s, early 2000s like brain on.
Yeah.
Like I've got the like sort of I'm expecting the game to react like it did in those days, even though this is obviously the Insane Trilogy version.
Pillbox.
The pillbox is the pillbox that gets me. It kind of does though.
See,
The damn pillbox.
I wish I had like
it's
a
one of
big...
those
Oh, sorry, go on.
subtle things that makes a difference. Like it's not as bad, but it's still kind of there, and like you can die one way in this game and not die the same way in the other game, and it makes a difference.
I think the thing is, it's like I forget like Crash's his boundaries and his hitboxes and stuff like when I haven't played it for like a while.
The pillbox being ovular basically makes it that, you know, if exact same jump, you know, with the exact same physics, if you hit a certain point of it, you're going to fall off rather than land. So that's where it's like slightly more difficult in some jumps. And then when it comes to enemy hits, it's similar because you've got to be a little bit more frame accurate when you hit them.
That's right.
That's why you know, you died there. So that's sort of the main difference. And again, it's like very easy to get used to again. But if you're playing the old one, yeah, eventually you do get a little bit of whiplash, sort of, you know, going back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, and that's what I just noticed here just now. Like I feel like I'm kind of used to it again after like
Oh, definitely.
not you know it takes me a couple like minutes to get back in the swing of things because I'm so used to playing the Crash 2 version on PS1. But you know what, this is good. I'm a late 20s guy now. I gotta adapt with the times. I want to be a zoomer, not a boomer.
So you only play modern remasters, you never play the original.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
If I'm gonna experience Crash Bandicoot 2, I gotta experience it the way that the youngsters experience it.
Yeah.
Because, you know, no young kid would ever want to go back and play them on the PlayStation 1.
Definitely not.
The graphics, Andrew, the graphics, Fraser.
I know, they were polygons. It's so
Textures.
gross.
Well, we were just discussing the polygons and like the sort of PS1 style over on my other Let's Play, the Muppet Race Mania one, which I highly suggest you check out as well. I don't know, this looks pretty good. Like, you know, I've also played this on the PS5. And it, like, you know, it holds up. I think games date a lot slower these days than they used to.
Yeah.
Like, you play games on the PS3 era and they still, like, so for example, Yakuza 4 or something, that still looks really good. for like a
Yeah.
PS3 game.
Yeah, 3 was definitely dated.
Yeah.
You know, 3 like being the first one, because I think that was like 2010 or something like that, 2009. Like it was like, you know, but then 4 is what kind of became the style for 4, 5, 0, Kenzan, Dead Souls, you know, etc. But yeah, the thing is, yeah, like Yakuza's gone through a few, you know, sort of design changes, and so is Crash. You know, like Crash 4 is like, you know, totally different to this. And I think you know, upon looking at them, it's hard for me to pick my favorite, but I think both of them are quite good. I dig this and the Nitro Fueled style, and I also dig the Crash 4 style, to be honest. I do not get the people that hate one or the other. I just can't relate to that.
No, I don't get those kind of people either.
I actually have a guy, shout out to you, you dumb fuck. I have this guy that's been basically hating on my videos for like 3 years. Like, it feels like
crap.
shitting on all the modern Crash stuff.
Who would hate
Like,
on
and just
CrystalFissure though? Seriously.
whines and whines and whines about how bad, oh my god, Crash 4, and like sends me like, you know, like, not Patreon, what are they called? Change.com petitions to change the designs of Crash 4. It's like the same people that try and get bloody Game of Thrones to redo season 8. Like, it's not gonna happen, you know?
Who really cares that much, like, about Crash 4's design? Seriously.
I know, it's fine.
You have to be one sick individual to want.
Yeah, like I like Crash Wars. Like I like art style basically. Like it's not like inherently bad in a way where I'm like, oh, this is ruins the old ones. But it's not like it's fun.
The only one I don't like is Cortex. I think he looks kind of weird.
Yeah.
Cortex.
In Crash 4. But then again, I don't really love him in these versions either. So it's...
Maybe you just don't like Cortex. What did he do to you?
Ah, fuck!
Oh, see, that, yeah. The middle one's a good one to do.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Cortex is a hard character to get right, because he's very much not human. Like, he's humanoid, but he's, like, got bizarre proportions. So either you go all out and make him super cartoony looking, or you just do what they did in, the Crash It's About Time, and just kind of, like, reinvent him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're saying, like, leave the middle one, yes. Yes. See, that's good advice. I could have used that advice from you, Fraser.
I'm sorry, I couldn't give that advice. I'm not good at Crash now.
Yes. You know what? I used to hate bonus levels, but I've come around to liking them.
I liked bonus levels as a kid, but that's just because it's like the one place you get all the Wumpa fruits.
The Wumpa fruits. What do you call them?
So it's like really addictive. Well, I used to think they were just apples, so I was kind of surprised to find that they were like Wumpa fruits.
Had a name.
Yeah.
There we go. 23 out of 23, baby.
Like in hindsight, I'm watching this going like, they're actually really fucking hard.
Yeah, it's like you know, Crash is the Dark Souls of video games. What a unique
The
and original.
Dark Souls of video games.
What'd you say?
The Dark Souls. Was it? They said the Dark Souls of platforms.
Oh, Dark Souls of platforms.
Yeah. Maybe Crash 1, I'll give you that.
Crash 1,
Crash
original
1 is
Crash
hard.
1 is, yeah, absolutely.
Never beaten it legit, ever.
Really?
No. Never
I
will.
did in my acclaimed Let's Play, my award-winning Let's Play.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to Jack, Zeddy, and Harvey from when I was 5 years old. And I was... Wait, is the Boulders levels coming up, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do the Boulders level next.
Okay, we're gonna save the shout out to then.
You gonna shout them out?
Don't worry, I hope... Who knows where they are these days, but I hope that somehow they're going through a nostalgia revival of Crash. And they come across this Let's Play.
right now.
I think everyone goes through a
Everyone.
nostalgia revival with Crash at some point. Come on. Can you just not skip these cutscenes?
I think you could in the PS1 version, just not in the PS4 version, I suppose.
This is Crash Dash.
Alrighty, when we get here.
Do you remember
we
the
get
ill-fated speedrunning tournament we were gonna call Crash Dash?
Oh,
Yeah, yes.
I remember that.
okay. So we start running away from the boulder, and this brings back an image in my head of Jack, Zeddy, and Harvey. We all went to Uncle Westy's barbecue with Bob Long and Grant and a couple of other people who I don't remember because it's been so long.
Who's
And
Uncle Westy?
my dad brought my PlayStation 1 with me so we could show everyone Crash Bandicoot. And I was stuck on this level because I was a kid and I could not do this level at all. But Jack, Zed, and Harvey, they worked together and took turns in beating this level for me.
Oh,
And I
good on
still
you.
haven't forgotten it.
Good on you, Jack, Zed, and Harvey. Zed?
Yes, Zed is what they named their kid.
Like, Zed as in the letter Z?
Actually,
Oh, fuck.
this is
No,
hilarious.
Ziggy D.
Actually, no. Jack could be watching this because I was in one of your streams, CrystalFissure, once, and a guy named Jack Crawford was in the comments.
Wait, his name
And-
is Jack Crawford?
Yes.
Like, as in Silence of the
Interesting.
Lambs and all that stuff?
I think so.
Like
And I
Hannibal
saw
Lecter's
this guy
Jack
called
Crawford?
Jack Crawford watching CrystalFissure's. I think he was also streaming Crash. I can't remember, or Spyro or something. And it's just like, oh, that was the name of the guy, and it could be the same guy. And it's just like maybe he's out there watching this.
He's out there somewhere.
If you're here, Jack, don't forget Uncle Westy's 2002 probably.
Who's Uncle
Um,
Westy? I don't think I've ever heard you mention this guy.
He's not even my uncle. It's just what my dad called him, Uncle Westy.
Is he a friend of your father's?
Nasty. Oh yeah, we did that. We called like close family, like friends, uncle. Yeah, I have like Uncle Paul, Auntie Marianne, but they're not. They weren't my uncle or auntie.
So
Sorry,
you're
I have
out
to-
there, Jack?
I have to
Or
count.
Zed. What?
3, 4, 5. I hate box bridges. And that's why if you play my game Crash Bandicoot Race Against Time, you will find nothing but box bridges.
Yeah.
Because I hate them so much. I
Box
assume they're
bridges.
like the most hardest form of platforming in the Crash franchise. Alrighty.
They're just a thing for lazy design. Like,
Lazy design. Andrew, can you make a video essay for, called Crash Bandicoot Lazy Design?
Crash Bandicoot lays against time.
No, lazy design. Like a
Lazy
scathing
against
video
design.
essay that just eviscerates Crash Bandicoot.
Fuck was that?
And just put a picture of Crash on the screen and then in big red text, lazy.
Bad. I'm lazy.
And then everyone's gonna click on it thinking like, what the hell, CrystalFissure's calling Crash Bandicoot lazy?
Yeah.
And then you preface the video by saying, I actually love, oh fuck. I actually love Crash Bandicoot. He's one of my favorite video game icons of all time.
However,
How,
we
yeah.
have something to talk about.
Does that
Oh.
break it? It does actually
It
break.
broke.
We had a breakthrough, guys. I actually think you gotta jump there, don't you? Yeah. What do you think of Crash's doofy face as he's running away from the boulder?
Good and accurate.
I
Ah,
think it adds a lot of character to the situation.
you think if you were running away from a boulder, you'd have a similar expression on your face?
Oh, I'd probably have a very serious expression on my face because I'm like terrified.
Yeah, that's fair. Loading the warp room. I wonder if in like future parts of this LP it will go down to like 1 level per part. I could see that happening.
Like what? Oh, like Cold Hard Crash or something?
Yeah, fuck Cold Hard Crash. I'm not looking forward to that. That is legitimately difficult. Alright, we get the idea. Wait, no little, will there be some, like, little Cortex speech? Maybe I skipped it by accident. Anyway, we're gonna do Ripperoo now. He shouldn't play with
yeah, I
nitro
forgot
boxes.
they don't do they don't do the like go up to the floor because they probably think no one's gonna figure out how to do it.
Yeah, I always thought that was a weird thing as a kid, because you could actually replay the bosses if you held, I think it was like triangle and L1 or something.
L1 and triangle, I think.
Yeah. And I had a lot of fun when I figured that out. Not that you would want to really, but yeah, go on for it.
I think my favorite discovery as a kid was jumping on the polar bear's head.
Oh
and
yes, yes.
getting the liars. I discovered that on my own as a kid, and I was probably the best feeling I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Also, this is like the easiest boss in the history of bosses. Like, I don't even understand, like, I guess if you never played it before,
Never done it.
you might not know where he, like, is standing, but, like, it's very easy. This one, you stand in the exact same position you stood last time. I don't even see what the
Seems
challenge
never-
is. Like, what do they
never
expect
made
you to
it.
do when the boss isn't, like, is jumping around? Like, do they expect you to be like, oh, I don't know where to go?
Yeah.
Is that what they want?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Like, oh, where do I go? Do I go over here? Do I go over there? I guess they don't expect you to like know that you can just stand in one spot and then you beat him. Also, this I guess we could talk about the Crash lore, how he's a professor, which is based off the
Yeah,
end
it's
of
a
Crash,
continuation of Crash 1.
which is odd because they kind of like everything else gets kind of retconned.
Yeah.
It's like the secret ending, but apparently Ripperoo in every universe still becomes a professor,
Yeah.
or maybe he's a fake professor.
Well, he's got a lot of the same books. I don't know why he's reading the same shit.
That's right, same shit, different day.
day.
Okay, so that's Warp Room 1 done for now. There is some backtracking we have to do a bit later. Where's my Cortex? Oh no, I gotta go up, don't I? So let's go up, which is, like it literally
says
tells you,
up.
press R1.
That's fair.
There we go. Oh, there's my Cortex.
There he is.
I see that Ripperoo failed to prove much of a challenge yet again. But back to business. There are crystals to be gathered, 20 to be exact. The planets will align shortly, all 13 of them, and this will create a power great enough to rip the Earth apart. Properly utilized, however, the crystals can absorb and contain the energy.
Crash, is that you? I've been looking everywhere. I don't have much time to tell you this. You have to be careful. Trusting Cortex seems a little unwise, Crash. I can't keep the data path open much longer. Crash, you need to go.
So apparently,
Like Debbie.
to win the game, all I gotta do is just hang out here and do nothing else, and that'll solve everything.
and then the decanonization, right? It's like this is like a time trap. It's like time travel lore where you can now play as Coco in this warp room.
Yeah, exactly. What happens with the the holograms if we're already playing as Coco?
Yeah, it's basically it's just considered. It's just this like I think go replace it now.
Yeah.
See, that's the law, right? So you've jumped from the time. That's like that's how they kind of explain it. So if you interact, you switch.
No, not yet. I can
What happens if you
interact.
press? So
Oh,
if
wait,
you
there we
press
go.
R1, what happens?
There we go.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
Yes. So
Right,
you can pick
cool.
not to play as Coco if you want. Look at that. There we go.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure what happens is you just like you talk to yourself, but it's like you know yourself doesn't notice that. You know.
Ah, I see. Okay, so I think for pure sake, we'll stick with Crash for the next part. But we will. I'm sure we'll play as Coco at some point.
Purist
Anyway.
sake, what kind of fucking purist?
I'm a
wants,
purist.
Who cares about that?
I'm a big purist. So what's the
Yes.
first level? Snow Biz is the first level, and
Yeah.
then it's Air Crash. Alright, cool. Alright, so in the next part we will do Snow Biz. Thank you for watching, and farewell for now, but not forever. Goodbye.
Rats.
Goodbye.